Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Royston. I am super excited to continue our new mini-series based on our new must-have Web Handling Handbook. In this clip, we introduce proven methods to automatically correct the path of your web. This is a continuation of the previous clip, which showed how to diagnose the sources of your web path upsets. I know your time is precious, so let's get started. As we introduced in the last clip, there are many words for path troubles. However, whatever you or your customer calls it, the solutions will start similarly. First, you should begin by diagnosing the specific cause for your greatest single source of path troubles, as we gave in the last clip. Second, you should consider reducing that root cause. Finally, only after having done those things would we consider other remedies, such as passive and active guides that we will list in this clip. So, before we proceed to guides, we should do our homework and diagnose the single largest root cause for our path control troubles. A starter list is given here. See pages 386 to 404 from our must-have Web Handling Handbook for a more complete discussion. Giving credit where credit is due, this list from the guiding chapter was largely drafted by one of my co-authors, Tim Walker. There are three common types of passive guides that tend to move the web toward center as shown here. While they may work for some narrow ribbon-like materials, they seldom work for thin materials and never for thin wide materials that are the most common in web handling. Still, even when they do work, you must do your setup homework as we outlined previously. For the great majority of the rest of us, we must consider active guides. There are 5 common types of active guides as shown here. The choice of which is best for you depends first on where corrections should be made, and second on a number of very stringent path routing requirements. Please see pages 406 through 417 from our must-have Web Handling Handbook for applications and application details. In addition to stringent path routing requirements specific for each guide type, there are also electrical, mechanical, and control response requirements with regard to backlash, deadband, and maximum stable gain tuning of the PID loops. However, merely adding a guide may not solve path control problems. In fact, adding a guide without attending to the details may make path control problems worse, and in addition may cause wrinkling, web breaks, and other troubles. I've seen hundreds of guides in the metals, paper, textiles, and converting industry that falls into the categories of making problems unnecessarily worse. There are many details for the mechanical designer to consider when laying out the web path. These include web span length between rollers and roller wrap angles. There are many details for the control designer to consider related to the mass of the system, stiffness of the system, and actuator type that would inform proper setting for deadband and maximum stable gain. These and much more are covered in our must-have book. Also in our chapter are foundational discussions of why guiding and spreading use exact same principles. only that spreading is much harder because you would direct the left edge of the web to the left while simultaneously directing the right edge to the right. Also discussed is oscillation, because most active guides can also do oscillation with the trivial addition of two small sections of software code to allow the operator to select speed and stroke. Finally, is a unique and useful discussion of turn bars for when your application requires serious rerouting of web paths. I hope you have enjoyed this introduction to path control troubleshooting and path correction using guides. If you want to learn more, there are many resources, actually hundreds of articles on the subject, as you can find doing a Roysum Library database search. However, let me suggest that a much quicker and much easier way to learn path control and guiding is in one module of my award-winning and trademarked Web 101 class that has been taken by 5,000 students just like you. In an hour or so, you will learn most of the key concepts you need to do troubleshooting and controlling of web path upsets. This course is available in your plant, in public venues, and as video-on-demand training through AIMCAL, APITTA, and TAPPI. Finally, that and much, much more can be found in 50 pages of the Web Handling Handbook. However, don't be intimidated because each and every chapter is written to include everyday troubleshooting techniques for everyone, whether you be a lead operator or a product process designer. Thank you so very much for joining me in this mini-series showcasing some of the crown jewels of our new book. Stay tuned for the next clip where we will introduce one of my favorite topics, rollers. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.